probably 5 of the teams on the list fighting for those 3 spots, and we'll see which 3 teams those are.
Yeah, I think for UAE as well, they've got to kind of pretty quickly find a way to not become the Papua New Guinea of this second cycle. They've had a change of captain. Rahul Chopra's been given the armband. I think many expected that. I was reading Paul Radley's piece, that the fine writer that he is for the national newspaper in the UAE, about their upcoming tour and wondering where is it going wrong for UAE's 50 over cricket. There's so much going for them in the shorter formats. And they're 16th in the world in the T20I standings. But actually, if you look at the ODI rankings, they're 20th and bottom. And they're probably deservedly so 20th and bottom. Your 50 over cricket. There's so many short formats. Just one more look at the points table here. So they've got to find a way to not be cut a gulf at the bottom. But equally, Nepal have to find a way to not be stuck in the bottom 2 with them. So that's why these 2 games, I know we're over 2 years out from the end of this league, but Nepal, if they lost these 2 games, today and Monday, if we can play Monday, and then if UAE had another bad tour, which if you look at the first game, bowled out for 140, losing to an Oman side that we barely even recognised. Well, ODI status is on the line, funding is on the line, so much is on the line in this league. Cut away for 4. A little bit lucky Kushal Malla here, but he does get his first boundary. It was at a catchable height, but it went right between the 2 men. Was this good placement, or was this a bit of luck?
I think a little bit of both. I think he's definitely tried to play it behind point, but it's definitely gone more uppish than he would have liked to, and just bisected those fielders. You'll take it here, Nepal. You need any bit of runs you can get, especially because Srivastava wasn't able to bowl, and he's only give up the 8 runs in his 4 overs. You can't allow Utkarsh Srivastava to come in for the first time and do that.
Yeah, that's the maturation in Mala's game that, being honest, I don't think he had 2 or 3 years ago. Previously, he'd have hit a boundary like that and he'd have tried to pump the next one for 6. This is the byproduct of a lot of work with some exceptional coaches, with Monty Desai, with Jagat Tamat, who's here, and with Pupadu Dasanayake, the former Nepal head coach, who's back here as a team mentor. They have definitely worked on that. They've clearly worked on that boundary. Get a single. And as Deb bowled a signal, Daniel Sa not ready. He's such a talent. I know some fans have been very harsh on him and said, why is he in the team? But he's that good, potentially. You want to give him every opportunity. That's probably why he was promoted up the order. And you've seen some of the shots he's hit and can hit. Not many batters in the world can do that. He hit one last summer in the Cricket World Cup qualifier. That was against Zimbabwe at the HSC. There's a few boos ring around the ground. No idea what's going on there. The HSC's main grandstand, I think it's about 35 rows high. It's massive. Malla hit one. I don't think I was actually on air. I think I was in the green room with Ian Bishop at the time. He hit one up to about the 30th row, that 35th. And the 2 of us were talking at the time, but as soon as the ball was hit, it echoed around that wonderful venue. And Ian Bishop goes, who's this boy who's just hit that? And I said, well, Kushal Malla, mate, I think I said he's a freak or a phenom, and he's a bit of both. He is an X factor, unlike many young cricketers I've seen. I'm not saying he's a finished article, he's not. But I love the faith that Monty Desai is showing him. Saw it in the T20s. And we might just do it again. Get to the end of the 25th. It's 99 for 2. Halfway stage of the chase. They're not quite halfway there. They're not even more than a third of the way there, really. So they need to pick it up. to be a change in bowling. Now, this for me is a sign that Manik Patel doesn't want to have to bowl Jesse Singh too much at the death. So he's going to go to him now. Do Nepal try to shift gears here and start to attack Jesse Singh?
You got to attack somebody, and if Jesse Singh is slightly wayward, whether that's due to a slight niggle or just lack of rhythm, you have to take advantage. And Anil Shah, for me, who was 40 off of 56, has since, in the next almost 20 deliveries, has piled up 8 runs. He's got to shift into the next gear, and Jesse Singh's the bowler to do it against.
That's the 100 up. And I think when the fans see the big screen, they'll probably start to cheer. God, look at that. Even converting some local fans, aren't they? She is Floyd. She is does the ground announcing here, doesn't she, for the MLC?
She did. She was also here for the World Cup, the MC for that. Yeah, she was all over.
Taken in by the Nepal fans a bit, enjoying the...
Well, she was surrounded by them when Nepal played here for sure. So I think she got her jersey and she converted it into a Nepal fan. Why not? There's worse teams to be rooting for around the world.
Yeah, too right. Particularly, I suppose, if you think of all the Texas Nepali community, you know, the number of them here. What's the shape? We want 6, I think it might be coming from the crowd, or either we want 6 or we want Singh. Maybe a bit of both from the Nepal fans. Interesting to see Shrivastava